Romans 12:2. It says, "And be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind."
Strong's G 4964. Suschematizo. Suschematizo.
It says to conform oneself, an example, one's mind and character, to another's pattern, fashion oneself according to.
Right. So don't fashion yourself according to the world. And that involves, that former self. Basically all your past aspirations, whatever you were aspiring to do in the world, that basically gotta be put away, man, for good, Because your only aspiration at this point should be fulfilling the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And we just read to you about, becoming new. You can do that through the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the truth. You got that word renewing, right?
Yes.
That's the second word we want.
Strong's G 342. Anakainosis. Anakainosis.
A renewal, renovation, complete change for the better.
Ooh, perfect. Complete change for the better. So it says, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So you're making a change for the better, and that's like what I was saying, man. The sacrifice that you make, man, it's beneficial to you. It's for you to receive your salvation. It's for you to receive spiritual power, man. When this thing starts going down, it's for you to be preserved, man, from all that judgment, man.
It says,
what does the scripture say? It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. All right.
Romans 12:2. "And be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and that acceptable, perfect will of the Most High."
So you're only going to be able to, prove what is good and acceptable by being renewed, by rehearsing the righteous acts, going out in the highways and byways and teaching. It's the only way you're going to be able to do that, if you maintain and endure in this truth.
It says,
Go ahead.
"For I say, through the grace given unto me, and to every man that is among you, not to think himself to be more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly."
But to think soberly.
With that word soberly. "According as the power has dealt to every man the measure of faith."
All right. So you gotta maintain a sense of humility in this thing too, man. Don't think high of yourself. We're all blessed with grace, with faith. All right.
Strong's G 4993. Sophroneo. Sophroneo.
Says to be of sound mind, to be in one's right mind, to exercise self-control, to put a moderate estimate upon oneself, think of oneself soberly, to curb one's passions, be in the right mind, be sober.
So to be in your right mind is to think soberly.
Alright, it's Romans 12:4. "For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office, so we being many are one body in Hamashiach, and every one members of one another."
Right. So it says, so we being many are one body, So, you got, one arm, you got a leg, you got the head, got the upper body, you got the lower body, man. Even though they're different components, they all make up the same body. Just like within your camp. You have a first command, second command, third command. Some are better speakers than others, some are better readers than others. Okay? But they all work together. Not one brother is better than another brother because he can speak better. Not this brother ain't better than this brother because he knows more precepts. It's all beneficial to the camp. That brother knows him that amount of precepts. That this brother can speak that well. That this brother's good at handling these types of situations. Of course, we all need to reach certain levels of them, each and individual gifts. You know what I mean? I still need to be able to speak, read, hold post, get the right signs, and all that, man. Even though it's different, we're all gonna have strong points. We're all gonna have what you would call a weak point. But whereas another brother is strong in that area. Okay. So we all have specific jobs and tasks and gifts, and we need to perfect them things. You know, and we should all be helping each other to strive and reach that perfection.
It's Romans 12:6. Having then gifts differing according to the grace
And look at that word gifts right now.
that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith.
Yeah, to the proportion of faith. So that's what it's all based upon, man.
Or ministry, let us wait on our ministry, or he that teacheth on teaching.
Right. So those are the different types of gifts. You know, and if you feel you're good in one area, you know, perfect that area, man. But you still gotta, you know, be able to read. You still gotta be able to teach. You know, so on and so forth. You still gotta hit them avenues, because you gotta be grounded and well-rounded in this thing. You know, we you know, of course, you can understand that some brothers are gonna be better readers, some brothers are gonna be better speakers, but you know, all of you, including ourselves, need to take on them certain tasks, because we're all becoming teachers, right? So we all gotta have that aspect. Got that word?
Yep.
Strong's G 5486. Charisma. Charisma.
So it's a favor with which one receives without any merit of his own. The gift of faith, knowledge, holiness, virtue, grace or gifts denoting extraordinary powers, distinguishing certain Christians and enabling them to serve the church of Christ.
So, you know, all these gifts, man, they come from the Lord, man. They come from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And he gave us each individual gifts. And we need to exercise them gifts. But because he's a better reader, I'm a better speaker, does not mean that we're separate in any way, shape, or form. We're just different components that make up the same body. When we think alike, we have the same beliefs. That's the way a camp is supposed to operate in one accord.
It's 1 Corinthians 2:12. We have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of the power, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the power.
Yeah. Things that are freely given to us of the power is this truth. And the gifts that come along with it. And understanding our position and place in this thing. Okay? Yep. So, and you know, at the end of the day, the bottom line is this thing is not about us. It's about Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, which is why I mentioned earlier, anything that I've gained coming into this, into the truth, you know, coming into the world, period, you know, I know it has nothing to do with me. Even though I'm a part of it, you know, I know it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the will of Yahweh. And, you know, it's His will. His will is what's gonna stand.
That's 1 Corinthians 12:1. It says, "Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have ye ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away into these dumb idols, even as ye were led. Wherefore..."
There was a point in time where we're all in a Gentile state of mind. Okay?